This is a place for planting, for digging, for harvesting, for relaxing. It's a place to get your hands dirty, but most of all, it's about having fun. And that's what you'll always have when you're in the garden with Doug Oster. You want a green thumb too, don't you? Well, remember that movie, The Jerk, and Steve Martin says, "The new phone books are here, the new phone books are here." Well, that's what it's like for me, because the compost is here, the compost is here. My municipality, which is Ross Township, gives away free compost to residents, and I bet you they do the same thing in your area. So call City Hall, find out where it is, and get some, because that's what we're going to do. And yes, Mom, Jasmine is wearing her seatbelt while she's doing this. This stuff is made out of our leaves. It composts down to pH neutral. It's going to give the plants everything they need. It's free, so we're going to get as much as we can, and we're going to start the gardener's ab ripper. It's a great workout. This will make you strong like bull. You know, we're always talking about compost being the building block of what we do. If you can't get it for free, get some delivered, get it by the bag, but that's going to make all the difference in the world in giving you a green thumb. Let's get back and get this unloaded. Uh-oh, you might have to get out and push. Here we go. Feels good to be doing some real work in the garden. I'm going to fill up this wheelbarrow and then meet you in the garden, unless you want to stay and help. I think it's been 5 or 6 seasons now that I've been no-till, which is pretty self-explanatory. No digging, tilling. I'm just throwing compost on top of these beds and planting right in there. For me, I think it's easier, and certainly the plants are happy. Well, I'm going to get a few more loads, cover these beds with compost, and then we're going to be harvesting something that's been sitting in the garden all winter. Okay, I got a couple more loads to dump onto these beds, and then I'll be done. I'm going to do that, and meet me right behind me for the next job. Nature never ceases to amaze. We were lucky enough to get this purple kohlrabi to winter over, and last weekend we actually had a 20-degree day. They were unfazed, but it's time to harvest them. You can see they've started to go to flower. How this plant works is the first year it grows its foliage and what we harvest, and then goes to seed, which changes the taste. And my son is coming over for dinner. He loves kohlrabi. We're going to have a spring salad of kohlrabi and a few other treats out of the garden, and that's all there is to it. I'm going to harvest these, put some compost on this bed, and this is earmarked for peppers, which that's at least another month away for planting ahead. Well, these trimmings will go right to the compost pile. Now, before we get to our other job, I want to show you a couple plants that I'm so excited about because they also overwintered. Look at how big these collards got over the winter, but they are also going to seed. They grew under this plastic all winter long, and now they're going to be part of some kind of spring dish tonight. This is the difference between a plant that was grown under protection under that plastic and one that was left out. Now the winter won't kill it, but look at how much bigger and nicer this one looks. Weeds can be the bane of a gardener's existence, and every gardener knows this is the time of the year to start weeding, but we're actually going to be pulling out a plant that somebody put in here on purpose. It's a campanella or bellflower, and it has beautiful purple flowers, but there's just way too many of them. I've got other plants I put in here in the fall that I like better, and so these are just going to come out, be thrown in the woods, and they're be on their own. We'll see how they do. And they come out pretty easily. I know I'll never get them all, but we'll make quite a dent. Now I'm going to finish up here, and I've got 2 really cool plants to show you that are blooming right now. Check out this pearl bush, a gift from a friend and completely unaffected by those cool temperatures last weekend. And here is a spring bloomer that loves the shade. It's called Caria, and reliable bloomer every year, regardless of the temperatures. Well, just think about it. Crops like these collards or kohlrabi can go all winter. They can certainly be planted right now with a little help of some compost. For more information about everything we talked about today, check me out online. Till next week, I've got some collards to cook and a salad to make. We'll see you then.